Hello and welcome back to Dyson Sphere Program. We are going to continue with the mall today and expand it to make the things that we've just invented. Just clearing some of these trees out the way. And then we'll get on with it. There we go, so that's the instruction list full. Let's take a look here. We haven't invented any other buildings, except for maybe the storage tank, which I don't think we're building at the moment. Steel, glass and bricks. We can actually do that immediately, and we might want the wireless power tower, which does two things. It's long distance electrical transmission, but also if we stand within it, it recharges our mech from the electricity grid, which is actually pretty good in an emergency. So we're going to probably throw those down first, and then we want to be able to start making some of these intermediate products. We want to be able to make prisms, engines, which are steel, magnetic coils. Okay, yeah, I think I know where I can do those. And plasma exciters. Those are going to need the magnetic coils and the glass. So glass is there. Magnetic coils are here. So I might want to wrap magnetic coils around this way, but for preference I want the next three lines probably to be electric motors, prisms and plasma exciters. I don't know whether prisms are used by much else than plasma exciters. Oh yes, and we also want graphite, because graphite is going to start to be an ingredient in things, I think. Let's start with this. Oh no, okay, this needs the plasma exciters, so that tells us that. This we can do. And then we're going to get engines, because engines are used for a very useful upgrade. So if we've got boxes here, I'm pretty certain we can throw storage tanks here. So storage tanks will hold liquids for us. Glass, brick and iron. Is that you working? Yep. I do like the little arms go around. I wonder whether or not anything ever appears in the centre. I mean, that's cleverly, that's actually sort of, when you zoom in, that's where the icon floats. It's right in the centre of the assembler, as if it's like a permanent hologram of it. It's a nice touch, I think. Okay, probably only ever need one stack of them. Right, so everything else is on there now. Water pumps. That needs engines, so we can't make that yet. So let's start with the engines. Okay, engines take iron. We have iron there. Gears. We have there. And magnetic coils, which we have here. But I think magnetic coils are going to be used by something else. See, this is when we want to maybe start our spaghetti going. Like, do we want iron to go beyond there? I mean, we could position it to anything which needs glass, maybe? So what I'm thinking is I want the engine production to be here, and I want it to output up here. But if I wrap my magnetic coils it needs gears as well, so I can't move both of them up there. I wish I had foundations. Can I invent foundations? That will let me pave over the water. I know that foundations need steel. Environment modification. There we go. Let's see if we can get that. Because I'm wondering, I could have my engine sort of like vertically here, and then run their products onto that line. So that's steel smelting. You make steel by smelting iron into steel. It's very similar to Factorio. 3 steel becomes, in 3 seconds, becomes 1 iron. So I think it's like a 1-to-1 ratio. So let's actually set up some extra iron mining and get some steel in here as well. There's some iron there that might be good to tap. This is already pretty much maxed out. Okay, that's 6 veins, 6 veins. So that's my full belt. Oh! Still in delete mode. I've only got 4 smelters on me, but that's why we have a mall. Right, so that will consume a full belt of iron. And they're going to directly transfer into these smelters, and these ones are going to make the steel. So recipe iron. Okay, we've got our foundations. Make steel. And we're going to output. Where's our mall? I'm looking where other resources are and where I might be trying to feed stuff in later in future. I might be using this coal, so I don't want to block over in that direction, so I will route the steel this way. Right, inserters. Oh. Those machines are too close to each other. That's a little annoying. Sometimes be a little bit finicky when you are going from machine to machine. Steel. Let's make sure this fits. Okay. So if we shift copy that, we get them with the recipes. We picked up a couple of extra wind turbines. So we may as well put those down. the numbers here should work out. We're not going to get a full belt of steel, but we should be producing enough to feed all these machines. Once we sort of get going. Yep, more or less continuous. Alright, so that's going to let me make foundation, which is brick and steel. Well, I've got brick there. So let's plan to put an assembler here. Oh no, okay. As with these ones, as with belts and sorters, there's going to be upgraded versions of the assembly machine, so we're going to want to reserve the space above there for that, which means we can't go here, so we will start above these machines. Right. Please make me landfill so I have it available when I need it. Brick and steel. So the steel is going to come in on this line here. See, I've no idea whether the mall design I'm building here is going to work. I mean, eventually we're going to get to the point where we're going to have to spaghettify it in order to force products to get to where we need them. I'm hoping I will have left enough room that I will always be able to manage that. There to here, but go that way, please. I do like how you can lay belts in this game. The fact you have to drag in the direction the belt is going to run, and you can't rotate them once they're down, is a little tricky to get your head around if you're used to Factorio. But other than that, I find it is a lot simpler, especially for going longer distances. Box. We'll go with 2 stacks. Right, so while that's working, do I want to route my gears and magnetic coils and everything up there? I mean, it's like all the ingredients for engines exist within reach here, but I don't know what I would do with the output. Because we currently don't have any machines filling this gap. I want at least 4 things making engines. But this copper isn't needed beyond this point. At the moment, this copper does nothing. So let's strip this copper away. So now if I want engines, I've got iron, magnetic coils and gears, and somewhere I can output. Okay, excellent. So I want 4 of these. Making engines, please. 4 is not some magic number, it's just what I've settled on. I've gone with 4 chip makers, 4 magnetic ring makers, so we'll go with 4 engine makers as well. Iron gears and magnetic things. And they're going to output there. Actually, I'm going to reverse that direction. Reason being is I want to duck around like that. Okay, we're a little bit more crowded here, but I think it will still work. Where are my bots? I bet my bots have like flown all the way over there. There we go, engines. Right, now one of the things we can do straight away is go to upgrades. And we've got the mechanical frame. 60 engines lets us walk at 1 meter more a second. If we look over here, our current mecha move speed is 6 meters per second. So we'll activate that. If we just click the end of the belt, we can just do this until we have the number we need. There we go. Right, and I'm going to be able to, and I will route these around up to the next level as and when they're needed. Okay, we still don't have any of that because we have yet to actually build this corner. Right. Let's actually get our graphite because it's a lot better power source. So we've got these coal veins here. We will tap them and output in this direction, I think. So if you notice coal, energy type 2.7 megajoules, energetic graphite, 2 coal, 2 seconds, makes one graphite, and that will get 6.3 megajoules. So it's like 2 coal. 2 coal would be 5.4. So we do get a net benefit, which is good. Okay, mining. Thank you. At least 6. That's at least 6. 7 and 7. That's good. And very similar to steel, we'll run this through 2 of those guys. Because it's 2 coal, takes 2 seconds. Oh no, sorry. All we've got to do is smelt it. But 2 coal, 2 seconds, 6 items per second on these belts, so it's going to be 6 smelters. Where are we outputting? Down to there. Make me graphite, energetic graphite. And the best place to connect in the power. There we go. So that should be energetic graphene coming in as and when I need it. And as it's a fuel source for me, I will pop some in a box. Let's keep 8. That's enough to fill my mech and have 4 spare. Right, the amount of time... Oh, and I am actually out of power, so... Let's grab some of the graphene, actually. Gonna put the coal away, because I no longer need it clogging up my inventory. That should be enough to keep us going for a bit. And obviously leaving something unbuilt leaving a belt unbuilt a long way away from you means your drones are like halfway across the map when you want to actually build something. So it's probably best to just sit and wait here for a moment. There we go. So now my steel's going to flow in, which means I'm going to get the foundations if I need them. Right, photon exciters. Needs prisms, which are made out of glass. Okay, 3 glass in 2 seconds will make 2 prisms. And every 2 seconds you need 2 prisms. I'm wondering if rather than putting prisms on a belt, we actually just have a machine feed it in. Yeah, but I don't really want to do that too often. So the fact that glass is there, we are going to just go and put 4 machines down, which are going to make prisms for us. I don't know what the future of the game is going to bring. And I don't want to start sort of cutting corners at this stage. Right, so you just need glass. Okay, so we will output a row of prisms here. It's possible I'm overproducing, but in these games in general, you want to overproduce rather than underproduce. You know, if you're going to mess up one way or the other, you're better off having too much of something. Okay, is there any more of this we can do? Universe exploration. This allows us to view veins in the whole planetary system, so we may as well get that going. I'm looking at upgrades first. This we can do. 120 steel, 120 of that gets us an extra line of inventory. So that's nice. Can't do that because it needs red science. We can do this because it needs energetic graphite. So coal, wood and that will give us plus 200 kilowatts in our mecha fuel power. Increase the recovery speed of our energy. Okay, we don't have red science. Okay, so that's it for upgrades, I think. Right, so now I can try and make these things. you require magnetic coils and prisms. Currently, magnetic coils are just here. And run in that direction. Incidentally, currently, this belt beyond this point doesn't do anything, so I'm going to remove it so I know I've got some space there. Okay. Plasma exciters. Plasma generated by high power exciter can be used to extract oil and refine crude oil. Can also be used to make wireless power, remote transmission and charge mechas and stuff. Okay. So I think we're going to want quite an amount of those. And I know that magnetic coils do get used by other stuff in future still, I think. So this is our magnetic coils. Let's pop out the end. Go up a level. Am I in the air? Yes, I am. Plasma exciters. Copy, paste, shift, click, copy with the recipe. You want glass and magnetic coils. And you're outputting where exactly? That's not going to work now, is it? I want to try and cut these off at the source before they start flowing. So the problem is they've nowhere to output to. They don't need glass. They're in the wrong place. They can go here. Because they need prisms and magnetic coils, not glass. There we go. I think I've got it sorted now. Let's get some more of our graphene. Let's just make sure these things start producing. Oh, I've got to output. I'd have been waiting here forever. There we go. So we've got our little exciters. Okay, I won't make silicon ore. Okay, let's grab 120 steel and chips. It might be good to have boxes sort of like at the end of places. I might do that in between episodes. And chips. Chips I can probably get quicker by stealing out the machines. At least to start with. So that gets me my extra line of inventory, I think. And then I'm going to want some wood and coal and stuff. Okay, we've got engines now, so we can make ourselves a water pump, can't we? We want steel, bricks and chips. So other things are going to want those chips at some point. So, bricks are there. Steel is there, chips are there, and my engines are there. Okay, this one's going to take a little bit of thinking. Okay, I think I've got it worked out. We are going to place it here to make the water pumps. As I said, this is where we start to spaghettify. So you, I want to make water pumps. And you're going to output to a box there, hopefully. So this thing wants stone brick and iron. This is stone brick. Hopefully they're going to upgrade the icons, make them a little more obvious. And iron. It also wanted electronic chips, I believe. Yep. And now it needs electric motors. So we are going to route the motors past here on their way up to the rest of the array. And that then fills that gap quite nicely, I think. So the only thing I need to do is get it past here. Okay, so we're going to take our copper. We're going to go up. And then down again. No, there isn't room. Maybe you can duck down again. Good, good. So you'll go... So you're next to here. And you're going to go up again. Duck over all that stuff. Be here, ready for the next row, probably. I won't actually run you in yet, but that should work. We've got 4 machines making engines. Some of these weren't emptying. They were, well, they still are, but that's because the line's backed up. Even though the line was empty, they were full of stuff. So wherever possible, I've added 2 sorters outputting from the magnetic coil machines. The only one I couldn't do that on was this one here, because it's lining up with this assembler. There wasn't enough room. But we're going to upgrade all their sorters to faster ones as and when they become available. We should now be making water pumps. Excellent. So is there a building on my fabricator now that I haven't got? Wireless powers. Wireless powers? Tower powers. These things. I want some of them. And they require the Tesla towers and the exciters. Well, my exciters are there, so I just have to get some Tesla towers to you. So if I go there, up 1. go there and 0 level. Yes. So I'm hoping we will be able to output from that box. There we go. Grab from there, put there, and we'll put your box on this side. Make me my power towers. Just the one stack, I think, for now. Well, that was painless. So yeah, so this is my plan for doing the upgrades and stuff, is because the assembly machines are slightly bigger than the boxes, you end up with just enough room that you can do that. So I'll be able to belt those things, and those things, and those things up to the next stage. Right, we're going to end this episode soon. Let's see if we can grab this research. Get a little more coal, and now the actual graphite. You can see this stuff lasts a lot longer. And this will actually improve our mech power. So while that's doing that, can we get the faster things? Technologies. Improved logistics. It's blue science, and that gets us our faster sorters, which you make with the engines and the normal sorters. So yeah, we definitely want that, because these things swing at 3 trips per second over a single grid distance. That's only 1.5 trips, so they're twice as fast, which solves a lot of our bottleneck problems here in the mall. So at the beginning of the next episode, I will actually have the production for those set up. In fact, we can probably do it now. We know they need engines, which we're going to route, I think, up next to these plasma exciters. Let's not disconnect most of our wind power. So we're going to route the engines up along there, and then our manufacturing for the faster sorters will be there. But we'll have that in the next episode. I'll see you then. Bye bye.